and Nanda Baba, of course. So they all got excited. After 80 years, we're going to meet Krishna. 80 years. I mean, we say every year, oh, I went to Vrindavan, yeah, I went to Jaipur, and all that. I went last year, or whatever. Krishna left and didn't go for 80 years. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan just once. Gadadhar Pandit never went, and he's rather unsure. So although it's good to do the thing, but just realize this great personality didn't go every time and regularly. So even if you go once, you've been to Vrindavan, you've been to the spiritual world. And remember that, but sometimes we think it's not a holiday, it's a holy day. It's spiritual. And then just remember saying, it's wonderful, I've been to Vrindavan. Then do your bhakti nicely. But going too often as well, here, there, everywhere. It is said there, that becomes then entertainment for you. Yeah, I've been there, done this 7 times, whatever. And I feel the same, that you should be deep in your, because on the altar, Mayapur is there in the middle, that's Donitai, and Jagannath Puri is over there on the right, Jagannath Bhatt is on the right, and Vrindavan is over there, Radha Madhav and Sakis and all the outside, the Shaligram. And when the Dham is with the Lord, it's not Dham and the Lord are different. Even Arjun said, you're Param Dham. And when Arjun said, Param Dham, Dham is a place, house in heaven. Dham means actually the object, you're my object. So make him Param Dham like that. So please, Prabhus, you must go, once, twice, whatever. You can go regularly if you can. But even when you're there, go with Bhakti Bhav, that this is very rare. Even demigods don't get a chance to go to Vrindavan and Jagannath Puri. And the demigods, when they look at Jagannath Puri, they see all the resident people there with 4 arms. 4 arms. And when we go there, we'll just say 2 arms, But the spiritual form inside, because the drishti of the demigods is different for ours. We just bodily designated. And Bharata Bhumi Tahoila Manushya Janam Sarthi Kare Kar Par Upkar. Prabhupada actually said it's a duty of the Bharatiya people. Yare dekho, tare kahan Krishna pade, hamara aage guru hona tare desh. Wherever you are, you deliver everybody by talking about Krishna. It's very simple. So Rath Yatra, there's many people distributing books, we're chanting Mahamantra, and so Coventry got a chance towards the end to sing with our PA, and then we got everybody singing and rocking like we do. And then we come back here to see a room full of people wanting to know what, Rath Yatra is. So on the 16th of July, we have our own small Rath Yatra. Our Jagannath Sodra will go into the park, run at the back, and then we come back. We don't go on the road, we don't need the police, we don't need any permission, nothing. It's our bhav, we have a Rath cart, and we just go from the back and come back. And then, we're going to have a Goranga cafe there, and so there'll be all sorts of things be sold, and there'll be prasad, and a lot of pahandi as well. Don't know, because Shravan is good like that, And it's a great festival, so don't miss it. So what happened is, at Kurukshetra, the queens were interested in, Krishna's life in Vrindavan. What was it like? We all are curious, saying, I wonder what Krishna's life was when he was young, in Vrindavan. They heard about it. And even Devki, she hadn't been to Vrindavan. Now, Rohini Mata is the only one who'd been, both in Vrindavan and in Dwarka. So she's full of information about what Krishna Balaram did. So then all the queens are waiting to see who Radharani is, because they heard that there was one beautiful. And when Radharani came, they recognized, I think she must be Radharani. She looked at Krishna, and this time he's standing on a chariot, like a king. And 16,108 wives, soldiers, and everyone there. It was incredible, She just looked at him and said in her heart, you're the same Krishna, I'm the same Radharani, but this is not Vrindavan. So in her heart, she looked at his chariot and was pulling it in her heart, because Vrindavan is the heart of Radharani. So that's what she's doing. So that became the first Rath Yatra. That Radharani is pulling, Dwarkadish, come to Vrindavan. And funny thing is, because I read that, so when I went to Kurukshetra, I thought there's got to be Jagannath Baldev Subhadra temple here. It's got to be. So Brahm Sarovar is there, and there are some shops there. I said, is there any Jagannath Baldev Subhadra temple here? And they said, no, it's one over there. They were trying to send me away. And I thought to myself, no, there's got to be a temple. Because if Radharani came here, because she did think of it. So my son was playing with a ball or something and threw a ball in one behind, there's a door open. So I went in there to get the ball there. And it said there, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Where I asked them, it's 100 yards from there. So they didn't tell me the truth, right? So I went in there, I go to Premji, look here, there's Jagannath Baldev Subhadra here. We went in there, they said the very powerful deity, so Jagannath Baldev Subhadra is there. And there's a tree there, just about 200 yards from that Jagannath temple, where Radha and Krishna actually met during Kurukshetra. And the thing to note is that the gopis were so excited that they're going to meet Krishna. They went running to see him. Other gopis, but Radharani is very gambhir, because very confident, confidential. And so she's going very, very slowly and looking at the whole thing. And in that tree, under that tree, they had a conversation. And the Manjaris were also with them. And then it is said Bhaktisiddhanta Ji planted that, made a temple around that tree. And in there, when you meet Krishna, it's called yoga. All the yoga we do, it means you're linking up with the Lord. And when you get separated from, it's called viyog. Now, if you haven't seen someone for a while, you're going to see them, right? What would you consider that? Yoga? That yoga, you're linking again. But when you go there, you see them married to someone else. Are you going to feel yoga or viyog? Deep viyog, disappointment. So all of them went to see, we're going to see our Krishna, because that's how they remember in Vrindavan. But when they got there, the queens are there, and his prince, and she felt the deepest viyog, like, oh my God, that Krishna, we lost him now. Before, they would think he'll come back one day, and we'll have the same mood and same feelings. But here she saw, here's the truth. So in Jagannath Puri, during daytime, he's Dwarkadish. That's why they put gold on him and everything like that. And at night time, there's a ceremony called Chandan. Chandan Jatra, they call it, and they put Chandan on the Lordship at about 9, 10 o'clock. Now, why do we put Chandan on someone? To cool him down. Cool down. So when should they put that on? Lunchtime, shouldn't they? Lunchtime they should do that. But they don't put it then. They put it at 8, 9 o'clock. And I was just thinking, why did they put Chandan on there? That's for cooling. Again, the Lordship revealed, this revelation. They said, as soon as I know in the evening, I dress up Bada Shingar, and then I go to see Radharani. He gets excited that I'm going to go to Vrindavan. His temperature increases. So they put Chandan on him. And it is said that during Chandan, when they put it on, if you ask anything from Jagannath, you will get it. So everybody stands and wish for it. And I used to wonder, why is that? Then I got another answer. Because he's so excited, I'm going to Vrindavan. It's like if you're excited to go, and somebody said, Prabhuji, ek aana dena, your mind is, I want to go to Vrindavan. Whatever you want. So then I realized, Krishna is not judging you now, because usually he judges, but he's thinking of going to Vrindavan. So whoever prays for whatever, it's okay, tathastu, ho jaye tera kaam. So that was, because I am thinking Leela of Krishna and why would he do that? And he was in a book, and he made me feel good that I'm a fallen soul from England, and I was born in Kenya, and when I was small, they used to call me Hafshi, means not the local guy, because I used to be the sun and it'd get dark. And I'm there, we're getting this confidential kind of feeling, this is what's happening in the Leela. So they put the Chandan on at night time. And so I realized Krishna actually gets excited. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, there's Gambhira Mandir. And he's in a small room, about the size of, like smaller than that, like this. And he was 7 foot tall. And he would reside there. That mood of Kurukshetra, where yoga becomes vyog, deep vyog, is the same mood in Gambhira. Because Jagannath is there. He's taken darshan as Dwarkadish, but at night time he would cry that I want my Swami. I want Swami. He would rub his face on the wall and he would start to bleed and everything. And the servants were crying like, what's happened to him? And then some days he will disappear. He's not in the room. And they'll find him by the gate and he'll tell the gatekeeper, I want to meet my Swami. And I said, no, he's resting now, don't go like that. And then he would faint and his body would swell or get too weak. And then they will go looking for Sarup Damodar and Govind. They will be looking for him. Where's our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gone? So it's the same mood as when Radharani had, she met Krishna like, I've lost him now. So these moods are very important for devotees because it's all right knowing this Leela, but are you experiencing that a drop of that feeling? When I was young, I used to watch movies. I was in Kenya. We used to have a cinema called Shan Cinema. And they would show films there. And my father was a car mechanic. We didn't have much money. It was all right. Good education, clothes and shelter. So we would go as boys by the Shan Cinema. And there was one door. You couldn't quite shut properly. So we'd look at the screen. And the faces would be like, whatever, so we would be listening. And they had a security guy who always comes, hey, and then we will run but we'll be absorbed in the, the movie. But now and then we'll get money, so we'll go see the movie. And when I see the movie, for whole 7 days, I'm thinking about the hero and the heroine, okay? And I was thinking, it has an impression on me seeing these. That's why Bollywood make money and all that. People see it three. I saw the film Guide. Guide. Another one, Dosti. It was a really brilliant movie, And so I was thinking, by watching those films, I did not write that story. I didn't direct it. I didn't act in it. I didn't make the movie. All I did was see it. And it had impression on me. So similarly, when you hear Krishna Leela or Ram Leela, you didn't write it, you didn't act in it, you didn't direct it, you just heard and saw with your eyes, it has impression on you. So please realize that's why you must read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Sarvapadi Vinirmukta, Tatparatvena Nirmalam. It makes you Nirmalam, purifies you. Then you see Krishna with different mind. You don't see him as God anymore. You see him as Yashodananda. And Yashoda's anxiety to maintain the child. वो खाता नहीं, रात को चोरी करता है, माखन, घर में गायें हैं. Because cows at home, तो बाहर जाके क्यों खा रहा है? बेइज्जती कर रहा है मेरी, And nutcut. And you can see devotees rasa. When you see Krishna as a Yashoda's son, naughty boy, you all also feel like saying, Otherwise, Bhagwan, ye de do, mere musibat dur kar do, all that kind of, it's begging. So that is Shantras. You've accepted him as supreme, but your collection is, give me this, give me that. But when you think, Yashoda no dikro che, somebody's dikra, or a lover of Radhanath, then it's different. Then you can have a relationship with him, that type of relationship. And are we not experiencing this husband, wife, mother, and son, and relationship already? Don't think you created it. Krishna already is experiencing it. Krishna, Prabhupada said, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He's the supreme. Who's the original person? Govindam Adi Purusha. And guess what? He has a mother. So the mother must be Adi. She must be the first one then. But she's not. Krishna is so kind, he makes his devotee a mother. Like Putana tried to kill him and made her a mother. So when Krishna chooses, okay, you can be my mother like that. And then he becomes a child like that. So please realize, even you can consider, that's why many devotees, they call Laddu Gopal. They carry Laddu Gopal everywhere. And they have affinity of Yashoda Mata. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to experience Radharani's love for him. That is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna on the inside, outside is Radharani. So he wanted to experience what sort of love, what qualities do I have that they like that. So it's very, very deep, that one. And many people, many temples, it's all about, there's Ganesh there, there's Lakshmi Narayan, Hanumanji there, Sai Baba there, loads of them. But they just become humble for a little while. And Prabhupada said that is Dharam Arth Kam. So they do Dharma, they want to have money, and then sense gratification. Oh, big car, big house, but moksha bit they want to ignore. Although moksha to mrityu hoti hai na, tabhi wo darte hain. But they like the third one, Tridharma. Dharam, Arth, Kam, perfect. Mandir jate hain Prabhu. And they think, if I work hard, if I want money, I have to work very hard. But if I go to these temples and just pray to the Lord, very easily I can get Lakshmi. That's why many people are religious. ठीक है ना? But Pancham Purusharth, Premanand Amrit Sindhu, Moksha Adi Anand Nahi Ek Bindu. Moksha knowledge is not even small. Jo Pancham Purusharth, which is Bhakti. Bhakti Amam Abhijanati. So please go for Bhakti and don't really ask anything from Krishna. But if you do, just ask Krishna that, please help me. But don't go to other demigods and all that. Otherwise you start to think, yeah, maybe, Hanumanji is, nothing wrong with that. Even Krishna says, I know what's in your desire, I'll send you to those demigods. But make it a habit that even if I want to ask for money, I'm going to ask Krishna. ठीक है ना? But eventually don't ask. Just say, what can I do for you, Krishna? And that's why you have a temple, this temple. This temple is different to the others. Why? It's run by Acharyas, Srila Prabhupada there. He's translated the scriptures and given purpose to it so you can understand what the meaning is. You think I've read the translation? Sarva dharman paritejya mamekam. Surrender unto me. So if I ask you, how do you surrender to Krishna? Phas gaye. You won't be able to tell. How do I surrender? Do you just bow down? Keep your head down all the time like that? Or what is surrender? If you keep your head too much like that, many people do with the mobile phones, and they get pain, spondylitis and everything. So I said, I surrendered, I got spondylitis. So you can see that we don't know what surrender is. Sharnagati anukulasya sankalpa. Ab sankalpa na main anukul hounga. Whatever is written there, I'll do that. I'm pretty cool. I always joke, not pretty cool, pretty cool. It's the opposite. When we do opposite, you're not surrendering. So you must do what the scriptures are saying. That is, anukulasya. What is anukul? Which is lining with Krishna's instruction. Now, it's one thing is reading about something. The other one is realizing it. Gyan, Vigyan. So Gyan is easy. The chat GPT now, it'll give you answer just like that. It's amazing what it tells you, isn't it? You put it in there, medical, whatever, But ChatGPT is not in trouble or anything. It just gives you an answer like that. But to realize what has been said and then put into practice, that takes time. And that's why this temple, Prabhupada gave the knowledge as well, and practically saying do devotional service. And Prabhupada said, Istadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. It means the Guru has seen the truth. But he's seen the truth. Welcome. He's seen the truth not by mental speculation, through parampara, Guru parampara. His Guru Maharaj told him what the truth is. His Guru told him. His Guru, at the end, is Krishna told him. So even if you read Gita on your own, without asking a saintly person, you will not understand properly. Not because it's difficult, but there's something else behind it. Like there is air here, right? We can't see it. So if a child says, show me air, first they put the fan on and say, okay, well, this is how the air is. It has force. Or on a windy day saying, well, that's what wind is all about. But if you just read, there is air there. Bhumir apo nalo vayu kham mano buddhi rivach. Even our mind, we don't know what a mind looks like, but it's powerful. Very, very powerful. And mind is a thing which is putting us into trouble. And in 6th chapter of Gita, it says, if you don't make this mind your friend, it'll continue to be your enemy. It means your mind is your enemy. Do you know? It says, Prabhupada translates, it continues to be your enemy. Because the mind is material, it'll take you towards materialism. Whereas intelligence, there's material intelligence and spiritual intelligence. That's why to get spiritual intelligence, you must read Gita and Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Chaitanya. Even intelligence can be material, right? So to control the mind, you need to have intelligence, buddhi. And that's why children are sent for education. Padh le, ban jayega kuch. You know, and the kids want to play. Shreyas prayas. Unki priority hoti abhi khelenge. You know, football, you know, World Cup is on, everybody's watching. Shreya says, you know, ultimately then you'll be able to earn and have a livelihood. So similarly, we are all human beings. Your goal is to feed your body, isn't it? So how many meals do you have a day? Sorry, being personal. How many times do you eat? 3 times? 3 times. I do as well, 3 times. Yeah. 3. Only 1 time. Alright, sadhu. Kya baat hai, yeah. And you still look all right, yeah. I know some people, if they miss 1 meal, they just feel it's terrible, it's a tragedy, you know. But so you have breakfast and then lunch. Okay, so do eat more than 1. Okay. Oh, sorry, maybe we misunderstood each other. So anyway, but that is to feed the body. ठीक है ना? Okay, so then you feed it, and then at night time, you sleep. Yes. Are you aware of your body, where it is? In the morning you're somebody, at night time you're nobody. Because you don't know where your body is. If you go to Bharat, you know, and from England, you've been here, and when you sleep in the first night, you only realize it's Bharat when you go, Kela, 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 or chai, coffee, you know, oh my God, where am I, you know. So when you're sleeping, you don't know where your body is. ठीक है ना? So look how much we do in a day for the body. You know, education, have a house, 1 house, 2 houses, small house, big car, big car, friends, parties, and everything for the. At night time you're sleeping, you don't even know where it is. Do you spend time and energy for the real person you are? You don't even know what that is. We don't. You say, I'm from Bharat, I'm male, I'm female, and all that. Our identity is all to do with the body. And if you thought, Athato Brahma Jigyasa, what am I really? Because I'm going to die one day. And don't have to worry about it. You know, it can happen. I mean, it will happen to everybody. I can predict everybody in this room will die one day. Achha. So, see how clever I am. So, it's not difficult. Everybody knows, right? But you don't die. Dehinosmin yatha dehe komaram yovanam jara tatha dehantar praptis dhirasatra na murte. Dehant means deh ka ant. Atma ka ant nahi hota hai. If you think about it, so how much do you do for your Atma? Tell me, anybody. How much do you do for your Atma? Morning to night, we are just about the body only. And these days with WhatsApp messages, you know, you should have this and you won't get this disease. If you have this, so we are really even eating now and mixies and all, they're selling you products and later on say, don't have that, that's dangerous. So then you dump my children used to go to the gym and they would have this protein shakes and all that. And sometimes they didn't finish the protein shake. So I'm cleaning the bottle. It smells like toilet. I told them, oh, you're having this. It smells. And the bottle is still stinking after 4 days. Oh, no, Dad, you know, and when Prema said, don't have this. Because if this goes in your body, if I can't take this smell out of this bottle, you won't take it out of your body, would you? And they didn't. And later on they found bodybuilders were dying and all that because having that protein shake. They go, Dad, you were right. I go, Dad is right. Because I never smelled a bottle that bad. You know, protein shake. Because they put everything, the chemicals and all that. You know, so you can see we are now brainwashed. Or you'll die. वो डर के साथ ना अभयम, devotees are abhayam, they're fearless, they're thinking one day the body will die, yaar. But I must do something with the body. It's a machinery. It's useful, very useful. One person went to Sadhu, he said, Sadhu, please bless me. I'm very poor. I don't have any money. Can you bless me? He goes, bless? I'll give you money. Oh, give me money. He says, give me this eye. Give me your left eye. I'll give you 1,000 pounds. And he goes, no, no. I said, oh, give me right eye. I'll give you 2,000 pounds. He goes, okay, give me your nose. Okay, promise. Give me your nose. I'll give you 3,000 pounds. And he kept saying, no, no, no. And then he says, do you realize how rich you are? This eye costs 1,000 pounds. That's 2,000, that's 3 counted. He said, you're practically a millionaire and you say you don't have any money. Because otherwise I was getting ready to give you money. We don't realize how valuable this body is. Beautiful cameras. You can smell fragrance, taste food, hear music. All this is given by the Lordship and we don't value it. You look at yourself in the mirror thinking, yeah, I'm not very beautiful, I'm not handsome. Arey, kya baat kar rahe hain? Ask a blind man. He said, you're lucky you got eyes. I don't have eyes. Jo sun nahi sakta, at least you can listen. We don't value what we have. Boys think, arey, mere paas bank mein balance nahi hai. Arey, balance to hai na tera. In life, you got balance. Why do you want the bank balance? So, but we are not the body. And yet, it's become so important as Kali Yuga increases, it's all about the body. You know, and then they have shops called body shops. How are you going to be spiritual? Obvious in body shop, you know. You can see we're going the wrong way. You know, like you're on the motorway. One side of the motorway is London, the other side is Manchester, okay? So one person in a small car, very slowly going towards London, and they need to go to. The other one is a Ferrari. It's supposed to go to London, but it's gone the other side of the motorway. And it's going very fast, and you're thinking, whoa, this car is amazing, fantastic, everything. And the Ferrari goes so fast, it means it's going away from London faster than the other small car going towards London. So sometimes we are body conscious. We're going so fast from the goal, and we think, I got money, I got this thing, up there is, you know, social media, I've got so many viewers, and I've got so many friends, this thing, you know. And the other guy is very slowly, and reaches the goal, and the Ferrari is going the other way, wrong way around. We are going the wrong way, because we're thinking about the body. And in the end, you realize, Parikshit Maharaj had 7 days left, and the snake was going to bite him. He was cursed. And he just declared, what do I do in the 7 days to succeed as a human being? All the sadhus looked at him saying, we've been doing meditation for thousands of years, you know, 7 days mein kya karenge, you know. And in the end, Sukadev came, and everybody stood up, all the sadhus. The Sukadev, young boy, came, sat down, and he told him, you're lucky you got 7 days. Even if you had a moment, Takshat coming, I would have saved you. I would have told you what to do. So we should realize what Parikshit, that's Bhagavatam. He asked the question, what is the most beneficial thing for human beings? Do you know, only human beings go to Yamlok, not animals. Did you know that? When animals die, they don't go to Yamlok, because they don't do any karma. That is Bhuktan. They became animals because they were sentenced by Yamraj. Now you become a dog, cat or something. That's how it is. They don't go to Yamraj. Only human beings go there, according to our karma like that. ठीक है ना? So why us? Because this is the highest birth. When Brahmaji created human beings, all the demigods applauded saying, now you created something special. You know why? Because the females, they're made in the form of Radharani and the males in the form of Krishna. So we can experience relationships. So please, if you're married, you have a husband, wife, realize Krishna has given me this partner, good or bad, let me create a better atmosphere. And somebody said, if you get a good wife, I don't know why they always talk about wife, because husbands can be bad as well. But anyway, the example of men must have given that. He said, if you get a good wife, very nice. If you get a bad wife, you'll become a philosopher. because you got plenty of time to be because she doesn't care about you. So they say that. But in Krishna consciousness, if you get a good wife who's Krishna conscious, you hit the jackpot. Because both of you are looking in the same direction. But if you look at a husband and wife at each other, after a while, you start to see wrinkles on each other. And you're thinking, "Arey, pehle jaise nahi hai." And she's thinking about it, pehle jaisa nahi hai. First there are loads of hair, then there's no hair. And don't look at each other. Work together and look at Krishna, who's always beautiful. So look in the same direction. Don't look at each other. And most of the world is looking at each other. They meet and then they leave. Love you, then leave you. That's what happens. So anyway, Krishna is the original lovers. And that's why I talk about the movie. When I was young, I used to see movie, I used to be impressed for a week or so. But now I hear Krishna Leela. They're beautiful lovers. You know, they plan to meet each other. And Radharani is married already. But the husband is her kind of this thing about I have a husband. He actually is not there. This thing, I am married. To give Krishna pleasure that actually, although I'm married, but you are my lover. So similarly, we should think, although I'm married materially, but you are my lover. You see, rather than give you a chance thinking you are married to materialism, but become Krishna's lover. And being lover means day and night you just think of them. Okay, so most of you are married, say. So what does the wife say to the husband during daytime? Please can you get to Tesco's and get me this, get me that. अच्छा वो थोड़ा dishes wash कर देना थोड़ा वो करके तो वो ले आना तो phone कर देना से. So that it's a good relationship, but what is the talk about? Things you have to do in the house. But when you're a lover, you can't meet each other, you can't live with each other. What do? Day and night you think of them, not what they can do for you. That's why that situation that Radharani thinks she has a husband. Abhimanyu is his name. But actually, she's the Shakti of Krishna anyway. And that's called Parikhya Bhav. It's very deep, that one. Swakhya Bhav is Radha Krishna married. In Bandirvan, Brahmaji came, married Radha Krishna. So that's that. But in Golok Vrindavan, Radharani lives in Javat, married to Abhimanyu, and Krishna is in Nandagaon. So they meet each other. And all the gopis assist them to meet them. It's very, very deep, but it's there. It's there. Books are there, scriptures are there. And you'll be amazed, this Parikhya Bhav is all about lover, and they just think of meeting each other. And even if they can't meet, they're thinking about meeting each other. Don't we think every day, I wish I could meet Krishna one day. He's so handsome. And these days with AI, my God, they really recreate Radha and Krishna, so real. But after a while, you start thinking, it's AI, artificial. But before, you were imagining, and now they're taking your imagination away as well. It's terrible, Although it's cute. I love the little ones, and there was a Lord Shivji and Krishna talking on a tree. But they look so cute. They're talking about, he goes, Bholenath, आपकी job तो बहुत easy है. आप बैठे रहते, meditation करते. बोलता, okay, please come to the Kailash. You can do that. Well, no, man, I'm okay with my cows and butter and all this. A little cute voice talking. But honestly, I don't think that dialogue happened, but now they can create it. But please realize that the Lord is available to all of us through rasa. So there's two things. I'm going to finish then. And one is called tattva. The other one is called rasa. Tattva is the truth. Truth is, the sun is out, right? The sun shines, it's hot, all this, that's the truth. And rasa is, when we go to the beach, I hope the sun comes up. That's rasa, because then we can enjoy. Because when you go to the beach, it's raining and foggy, you think, oh God, wasted holiday. Because holiday means sunshine. So that's the rasa bit. Tattva is, the sun is this big, it's so far away from planet Earth. You get loads of WhatsApp messages. Oh, we calculated it. Our Rishi Munis calculated, and 108 means divide this by this and this. So they give you all that. That's tattva. But उसमें कोई रस नहीं होता. ठीक है ना? And there's another two words, anubhuti and anubhav. Anybody know the difference? Anubhav. What is anubhav? अनुभव है. अच्छा, अनुभव हो सकता है experience, but usually अनुभव is observation. अनुभव, observed, right? Anubhuti is experience. Okay, so I'll tell you what the difference is. Akash there is eating a pizza. He's eating it. Anubhav kiya maine, Anubhav kiya. I watched. He's eating pizza, and I'm thinking, pizza kha raha hai. Ye mujhe nahi diya isne, you know. Anyway, but you're just anubhaving. Then Akash, he realized I'm looking at him, and he comes to me and goes, please take a pizza piece. So first I observed him, and then I am eating it. Anubhuti. Then you realize, oh my God, but isme yaar salt thoda zyada hai. That's how you start to talk. So Anubhav is what we are doing. We read Gita, we read Bhagavatam and all that. So Anubhav, we have Anubhav, yeah, Krishna met Radha and everything. But abhi Anubhuti nahi hui. Aapko pizza mila nahi hai. Nobody's given you pizza piece yet. So Anubhav, Anubhuti. See, two different things. So most of the people are Anubhav. Yeah, they read, they get Anubhav, but not Anubhuti. So you can talk about love. But when you fall in love, well, it just happens. And then you can't think, you know, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going crazy. I got to be with that person. I want to talk to them. That is called Anubhuti. One day you will get this Anubhuti that Krishna is the highest. Radha Krishna's love is the highest. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the highest, that the Manjaris are serving not just Krishna for their own senses or Radharani. They want to serve Radha and Krishna. So that they carry on doing the love, you're just serving them, loving each other. That becomes prema. There's no lust in it. There's nothing about I in it, that which Krishna loved me and all. Sakhis do, Manjaris don't. Manjari is too young. Manjari means like a bud, and they haven't flowered yet. Their emotions are different. Manjaris take side of Radharani. Krishna goes to see Chandravali, comes late, and the Manjaris stand there looking at Krishna at the door. He says, can I go and see Radharani? He says, just wait, we'll ask if she wants to see you. So they go in and they come out. Radharani says, he's going to see Chandravali, I don't want to see him. So they come out and say, she doesn't want to see you. He said, please tell her I'm sorry, I'm late. Can I see him? He says, okay, we'll ask. Then they go and say, he says he's sorry. Then they come out saying, she said, no, please go. We know where you've been, don't want to see you. Then Krishna just takes his jewelry off. He says, please show it to Radharani, I dressed up for her. So then they go in, he says, Krishna has taken the jewelry, say, dressed up for you. And then she takes her jewelry off, say, well, tell him I dressed up for you as well. And then they did that, and then they start to laugh. I said, okay, tell him, send him in. But the Manjaris are communicating. They are tough to Krishna because they're representing Radharani. Now, I'm just speaking to you, but you haven't experienced it. I haven't experienced it, but I can see it when your lust is gone. Say, you say, I don't want anything for myself, but I want Radha Krishna to be together, be intimate. There is Kunj, Nikunj, Nivriti, Nikunj. Kunj means, a place where Radha and Krishna meet, twice is called. And then there's another one where gopis don't go. Then there's just Radha Krishna and the flute, right? Only they know what goes on. It's so intimate. But it's loving exchanges. They don't read a book of science or how do we create and all that. Krishna is now relating to his Shakti, which is Radharani. Param Shakti, Haladini Shakti. So you can see I'm saying a lot, but there's more lot I know, but no good telling you because you're at the ABC stage. And it doesn't mean I know more than you, it's just that I've spent more time. So I know the different levels of love even, Shantras, Dasyaras, Sakyaras, Vatsalya Bhav, then Madhurya Ras, Swakya Bhav, Parikya Bhav. Can you see so many layers? That's what's waiting for you. Otherwise, you'll only experience bodily lust. I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my children. It's all bodily based. And when husband dies, you don't want the dead body there more than 5-10 minutes. Best that they take the body away. The very body used to give you pleasure, you're scared of them. And in Bharat, immediately they cremate them straight away, But here they keep them for a week and 10 days, you think, oh my God, he's there. Then you got to go and wash him or her or whatever. Then you realize what happened. We cared for each other, whatever, but it's gone. But it's not gone. The Atma has now started to travel towards somewhere else. Are you helping that Atma to go there? But you don't have knowledge. But our culture is good. He said, take him to Kankal, Haridwar, put the ashes there, or other. And then, the soul is around for a little while. Before he goes, after the Kriya, he goes, to Yamraj. Then you keep on helping. Then Pitru Paksh happens, and then you give Shrad, So they get fed. Their one day is our 1 year. That's why we feed them every year. Pitru Paksh, it means that's 1 day. They get meal every day. If you miss it, they're hungry. And it's all written in Garud Puran and everything. So realize, I know what I am in this body, but when I leave, I know who will accompany me. And I want my children to deliver me later on. Say, beta, take my ashes to Haridwar. Not Avon River and there and there. Arre, kya baat. One guy told me, I said, Prabhu ji, Avon wo nadi hui hai. Bola, aisa to gutter mein dal dijiye, wo bhi pani hai. Bola, no, thoda. Bola, it's not, Ganga ji is not jal, yaar. It's Mandakini, it's come from the spiritual world. Bhagirath worked so hard, and our culture is so good, it's solid, We want to deliver ourselves from this entanglement. It's not, I believe in God. Body religious hai. Yes, body religious. He believes in God. He believes what is God. Prabhupada said, Allahu Akbar. God is great, but how great is Krishna, they don't know. We know, Giridhar, 7 days, 7 nights, lifted the mountain on his little finger, left hand. Dekho, that is how powerful he is. Once a person came to me, and he was very argumentative. This in my early years. And he goes, if God is there, tell him to lift this chair. I go, really? I said, who do you think has lifted the planet Earth? This planet Earth, who's lifted it? It's heavy, innit? It's heavier than the chair. He's lifted the chair. Here, he said, what sort of answer is that? I said, who's lifted the moon? Who's lifted the sun, which is heavier than the chair? Have you ever thought about it? Oh, you talk crooked, he goes. I'm not going to talk to you. I go, don't talk to me because it's a silly question. He was older than me. Then he went away. I laughed my head off. I said, he couldn't handle that. I told him, who's lifting the planet Earth? Never mind the chair. The chair is on it, so he lifted it. So people with, unintelligent, they have this sort of reasoning like that. One child, when there, he goes to me, his brother died. His brother died. And he was a disabled person. Child. So they were crying, and Vidhu goes to me, oh, it's very tough there. The family's so hurt by this event. They don't want to listen to anything religious and all that. So then I went there, and the mother was just quietly sitting there. And so I started to talk a little bit. And then one young boy, well, he was a brother, younger than the person who passed away, he goes to me, why did God take away my brother? Can you directly? Then the child is asking. And then I goes, very nice. I said, it's a very good question. I said, you see this hand? I said, I'm going to kill this hand. I've killed my hand. And he goes, no, it's at the back. I go, okay, I'm going to kill it again. I've killed my hand. And he goes, no, it's at the back. I said, so your brother has gone from here to there, and why are you calling him he's dead? He's not a thing. I goes, he's gone to a better place. I said, he was disabled, he was feeling pain. The Lord has delivered him like that. And his mother looked at me like that. And the other one said, well, show us God. I said, okay. If I can't see God, he doesn't exist. He goes, yes. I said, show me air. He goes, what? I said, show me air. The air doesn't exist. He goes, it exists. I said, okay, do it like that. So when they did that, he goes, see, I can feel it. I said, similarly, we can feel God. Who do you think paints the flowers? Yellow flower with the red edge. You don't even see any ink drops on it. I said, one bush is got, from the same soil, how a lemon is with a lemon flavor, how a sweet apple is growing on the one, side by side. Where in the ground do they get those juices? So who's created all that? They start to think. And the mother looked at me, she says, can you come tomorrow as well? Oh, I was so relieved. She realized, look, this is science. Otherwise, when somebody's hurt that they lost their child, how can they be pacified? It's so hard. But when you see the reason that now that person was suffering is not suffering anymore because the Lord is kind, you realize there is kindness there as well. So anyway, I've just trying to give you a relationship perspective. Please try to relate to God in a personal way. That's why we have deity worship. You know, I have a little thakur. This. I put it to bed in the morning, do Abhishek, put different dresses, and I take the little Krishna with me to Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, and when I'm there in Vrindavan, I think of Radha Raman. I said, Radha Raman ji, can you enter my little Krishna? So when I go to Jagannath Puri, I tell Jagannath ji, can you enter my little Krishna? So he's been to Tirath with me. So my little Krishna is, because Krishna can also come out and also go in like that. And I must say, you know, with my age and all that, I'm playing with dolls. And I'm happy. Because that's my Krishna, offer bhoga, everything. Prabhupada said, children should play with Krishna dolls and whatever. They realize, Parikshit Maharaj should play with Krishna dolls and everything like that. So please, it's not mumbo jumbo. It's not make-believe. It's real. Because somebody said, where is God? No, God is nowhere. And the sadhu says, God is everywhere. ठीक है ना? So one Nastik, you must know this story, everybody talks about it. He got married and he put down, God is nowhere. Big sign. So all the guests would come and say, what's this? God is nowhere. Because God is nowhere. He's declared it. So then he had a child and the child grew up and the child started to read. And he read. He said, God is nowhere. But if you write it, you'll get it. He goes, God is now here. God is now here. It's not nowhere. It's God is now here. So your child, aapko sikhayega Bhagwan ban ke kya hai. So God is everywhere. He's in every atom. And many people laugh at our religion saying, why are you murti puja karte? Why are you worshipping a stone? It's not worshipping stone. We are worshipping the Lord in the stone. Because the Lord is everywhere. ठीक है ना? The Lord is there. And because He's in there, and that's all He does, He's got the form, what's described in the scriptures, He's our Supreme Lord. So these two deities for us is our Supreme Lord, and we have to do Pran Pratishta. So similarly, when you take a Guru on, the Guru also gives you Pran Pratishta. He gives you Bhakti Lata Beach. Then your devotion starts. Before that, your sadhana is good. You prepare the ground, but the seed is not in there. So there's many topics I dealt with, but in the end, Jagannath Ji is the Supreme Lord. And when you take darshan there, please, if somebody says, have you seen God? What are you going to say? Yes, His name is Jagannath, or Radha Raman, like that. And then you're happy. The other guys think, Jagannath, those big eyes and whatever. But everybody gets attracted to Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. ठीक है ना? Okay, I'll take questions. Any questions? Any comments? Did you enjoy the session yet? Did you learn something from it? Like some perspective? Yeah. And because I'm just sharing. It's not that I know better than you. I've been exposed to it. Like if somebody goes to China and then you say, what was China like, you know? Like when they went to the moon, everybody's curious, my God, they've been to the moon, you know. I remember staying awake. I was a student, and on the television, Armstrong came out of the satellite thing, came out, went on the ground, and they were, you know, walking like that. It was like, my God, they made it. And the king, Prince Philip, the queen's husband, he was very curious. So he went to the church fellows, they called him, and they were saying, we don't get much congregation. He goes, because you should do something. Look, everybody's looking at the moon landing. What do you guys do? You sit there doing nothing, talking about God, 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 whatever. Do something. And he left, you know. And they were shocked, thinking, well, he's head of the church. Well, the queen is head of the church. And the husband is saying, what are you guys doing? Think of the moon landing and all that. And then the astronauts came to England. He told someone, can I talk to the astronauts, please, for 5 minutes? They said, okay. So they arranged a meeting. So he had a list of questions. And Prince Philip goes, so what did you think when you landed on the moon and you walked? What was you thinking? They looked at each other and he goes,
Well, we were looking at our instruments. We didn't think. We were the door open and we had the spacesuit on and carried on. He goes, but when you landed on, did you feel something different or something like that? King is interested. And he goes, no, really. Because one thing though, and he thought, oh, he's going to say something. He said, when I came back, I slept in the shuttle. He goes, I could hear the sound. So he says, so what was it? He goes, it was a water cooler. It was making noise. He said, I thought it'd come all the way to the moon, but they couldn't fix the water cooler. He goes, is that what you thought? And then he looked at his list. He goes, is there any more questions? And he goes, no, really. He was disappointed. They went all the way to the moon. They didn't have any experience of it. And he's worrying about water cooler. So then they turned around and said to Prince Philip, saying, what is it like living in this palace? And he goes, what? So what's it like living in this palace? He said, it's okay, it's my home, you know. And as they went, then he went back to the church. He goes to all the clergy, I'm so sorry I said what I said. He said, these people went all the way to the moon, but they didn't realize the divinity. But I think you got it right like that. So please, you can brag about technology, but in the end, when you accept the Lord, you know, as your own and have a relationship, your human life will be success. Otherwise, punarjanama. So janam karam cha me divyam evam yoveti tadvata tyaktava deham punarjanma neti mameti so Arjuna. Krishna says in the 4th chapter that if you understand my birth and my leelas, you're never born again. So you have to understand how Krishna is Devaki Nandan, how Yashoda Nandan, and his leelas, that's all. You won't be born again, guaranteed. And if you chant, can we say it from the top? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you keep repeating that, doing mala and everything, if you die, you'll be born again as a human being. Even if you don't go to Golok, you'll be born as a human being. You won't be born as a cat and a dog and all. That's so powerful. So we tell people this is actually incredible mantra. Iti shotsha nam kali kalmsanash nam. This kalika jo gandha, it stops it like that. So please chant this Mahamantra, read the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, come here and give service. And please, 4 principles: no meat eating, no fish, no eggs, right? No drugs, no alcohol and all that, no illicit sex and no gambling. Those are the 4 things you must give up. Pratikulasya. इसको छोड़ देना है. और अनुकूल क्या करना है? Chant this, read Gita, associate with devotees. You will start to think differently in life. Your relatives will laugh at you. When I was young, I had long hair because I used to be in a rock band and everything like that. And then I turned to religion. They said, "Isko kya hua? Did something happen to you?" I goes, "Yeah, I was wondering what's the aim of life because I'm rock star, you know, I'm doing all this, but I'm not feeling happy in here." So, was it? But we all do that. And then we realize outside I look like that, inside I'm hollow. Talking about guitar, we were in London Rath Yatra and this one Indian lady, she had a hat on her, then she had a guitar at the back. So then she couldn't sing, so because we had the PA. So I said, okay. So then I gave her a mic, you know. But she took the guitar, which is nylon string, and where our dole is playing, what's this string gonna do? But she took it out, and I'm thinking, well, she can't, you know, you can't hear her. Then we gave her, so she sang first 2 lines, all right. Then she was Besura. She was all out, and then people looking, and then Anurag, my daughter, give me the mic. She thought she could sing because she looked good. I mean, if I take a picture of me playing guitar, say, no, me, Prabhuji there. Can you play guitar? No. I'll give you the guitar, and I'll take your picture, put it on there. Guy's great, better than Hendrix and all that kind of thing. I'll do all that, right? People believe it. And when they actually meet him saying, Prabhuji, play, he'll be, that's it, you know. So the people are trying to, through social media, fool people saying, we're having great time, better than anybody else. I can do this, I'm doing that. But inside they feel hollow rather than holy. You'll only feel holy when you chant this round and be normal. You can play guitar, you can wear a hat, whatever, but be solid inside rather than hollow. You're pretending like that. Nothing wrong in wearing hats and all that, or dressing. But don't pretend, because then you will suffer more. You realize I'm cheating people. Just say, I don't have money. I mean, somebody asked me, can you come to such and such place? I said, Prabhuji, I don't have any money. You know, I said, I don't have money. And it wasn't an excuse. I just don't have the cash. He said, but they will like you there. I said, Prabhu, I don't have the money. When I have the money, then I'll go. Otherwise, before we say, oh, if I say I don't have money, what will they think? I'm a poor guy. I don't care what they call me. I love Krishna. I'm very rich. Krishna is the richest man in the world, universe. And I love him. And we have friendship, you see. So I'm very rich. But I don't have money. And I end up saying that. Right? That's the truth. Then as I walk away, I don't have to hide myself. I've just said, otherwise I say, no, but I'm very, very busy, you know, this and the other. I just didn't have it. I just said it. And they meant it. They wanted me to go to a place. I said, I don't have the cash like that. Other times they've said, Haridasji, we'll pay for your ticket, come there. Goes, no, because I can't make it because I've got duties here as well. And then those people realize he will say how it is. That makes people believe you. Otherwise, you can lie, flatter people. Aap to bahut achhe hain. And they go over there and say, yaar, pagal hai yaar. They do that, I've seen it. Wo to pagal hai, usko bas kar. Uske samne, Prabhu ji, kaise hain aap? What can I do for you? Thoda jaake bola, yaar, time waste raha yaar. Every day aa jata hai, you know. So then people start thinking, hang on, uske bare keh raha, then one day he'll say about me as well. And that's why people realize, this guy's phony like that. So sach bolna hai, but sometimes you don't have to say everything. Just saying, Prabhuji, some other time. Theek hai na? Because I used to say too much truth as well. That's no good either. And people, they permanently think I'm broke or something. But just only for that period. So to tell the truth, Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was in a class. Others were there as well. And Dronacharya says, you must speak the truth. It was Friday. He said, on Monday, I'm going to ask what the topic was. So on Monday, he asked, so what was the topic in the other day? And have you thought about it? They all put their hands up. So they were young, the Pandavas and others. He said, we must tell the truth. Yudhishthira is still thinking. And Dronacharya goes, why are you thinking? Didn't you understand? He goes, all weekend I was thinking, but what is truth? Is it my truth is truth or somebody else's truth? Because when you have argument, they believe their bit is the truth, the other one. Because I've been thinking all day, what is the truth though? Which we must speak. He goes, you've understood it. So truth is not easily understood. Theek hai na? But don't have a hidden agenda. Even when you come to the altar, so if you can stand up, please, Pundrik Mata Shri is here. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bo. 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 Ramana Hari Bo. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. You sing it, Baba, I'm talking all day. Rama, go. Jai Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jai Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Nitachan. Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Nitachan. Jai Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jayo Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jayo Giri Govardhan. Jayo Shri Madhusudan, Shri Madhusudan, Shri Madhusudan, Jayo Shri Madhusudan. Jayo Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Jayo Mani Ma, Jayo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. और एक दो ना, और एक दो ना. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जोर से सब, सबके लिए खिचड़ी प्रसाद है, खिचड़ी प्रसाद, कमन जोर से. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Patita Pavana Gaura Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, গৌরা 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 হরি জয় নিতাই চান জয় নিতাই চান জয় নিতাই চান জয় এক চক্রধাম ও হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম রাম হরে হরে জয় রাধা মাধব রাধা মাধব রাধে জয় রাধা রমন রাধে জয় গিরি গোবর্ধন গিরি গোবর্ধন গিরি গোবর্ধন জয় গিরি গোবর্ধন জয় শ্রী মধুসূদন শ্রী মধুসূদন শ্রী মধুসূদন জয় শ্রী মধুসূদন জয় মণিমা 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 জয় মণিমা জয় হো রঘুনন্দন রাঘব রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে সিয়া রাম হরে শ্রী রাম জয় জয় রাম শ্রী রাম জয় রাম श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम 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 नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलादोदायिने हिरण्यकोशे पूर्वक्षः शिलाटाङ्गनखालये इतो नरसिंह पढ़तु नरसिंह जातो जातो जामि ततो नरसिंह नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह नरसिंहमादिं शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमलवरे नाखम् अद्भुत शृङ्गायां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गं केशवधृता नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवाधृत नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रभुपाद 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 गुरुदेव 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 निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल
गौर प्रेमानंदे लॉर्ड नृसिंहदेव की जय, भक्त प्रहलाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गुरु महाराज की जय हो. So curtain close करते हैं. So sorry for the delay today. We were caught in two festivals, and so Pujari there was on his own, and so now we have Bhog offering. So been done. Curtain close कर दीजिए, बंद कर दीजिए. So what we'll do now is we'll be offering you feast. Thank you for your patience, for staying and listening. Normally this is not how we do it, And so now we need volunteers to serve. Yeah, okay. ठीक है. साचिनंद निताय चांद की जय हो.